Here's part two of some big old books that are popular that I have not read. Let's get into it. All right, that intro was a half truth. I have read part of this big old book. We're talking about Dark Age by Pierce Brown. This is the fifth book in the Red Rising series. I am 350 pages into this one. I gotta be honest, I'm not super gripped. So far, it's been my least favorite in the saga. I've heard that it picks up in the end, but this is the biggest book that I've ever read. It is 800 pages even, and it's a slow burn. But I know that it gets me to Lightbringer, which is another one that I cannot wait to read. I've heard that that is the best of the series. We'll see. I think Morningstar is better than the first five books so far. Um, if you think that that's not the truth, I think you're wrong. Next is written by the king of massive books, from what I can tell, James Islington's The Will of the Many. I've had this on my shelf basically since he released this book, and I've been almost too nervous to read it because of how sad I'm going to be when I'm done reading it. I just think I'm going to like it that much. I've heard people compare it to a like dark academia version of the Hunger Games mixed with Red Rising themes in the sense of a character kind of rising through this hierarchical structure. That's a big book right there. But I mean, the reviews I feel like speak for themselves. So, of course, I'm excited to read this one. And then, Strength of the Few will be next, of course. The third chunky book that would be the biggest book I've ever read, even after all the big ones I read this year, is Pillars of the Earth. I actually don't have a physical copy, but I've got a friend who says this is the best book that he's ever read. I think it's just under 1,000 pages, and it sounds boring on the surface. It's about a 12th century monk who sets out to build a cathedral, but there's so much more to it. Apparently, the characters are phenomenal. It's emotional. There's action, which I wouldn't expect from that brief description. But let me know if you've read it. I've heard phenomenal things. Those are some more big old books that I can't wait to read.